Hey guys, so 21 Day Fix Extreme. Who's ready for this? I have to say I'm pretty keen. I've been really pumping myself up to get ready for this, and I think that I have to because I think it's going to be a tough program, a tough 21 days. So I'm going to be checking in with this group as much as you guys and looking for some support along the way. So basically, it's very similar. Anyone who has already done the 21-day fix, it's very similar, just things are going to be tighter, a little bit stricter, and it depends which plan you're going to do. So same thing, when you get your plan, you're going to calculate your calorie range, the same as you would have with the 21-day fix. So in your eating plan, you're going to go to page 4. And once you have that calorie range calculated, you look at the chart and you see how many containers you can have every day. So basically, there's going to be 3 different approaches to this 21-day fix extreme. So if you're, still just looking to lose weight, but you want to amp up your workouts a little bit more and tighten things up so that you're going to see a result a little bit faster than the original program, then you're going to follow this book just as it is. Very, very similar in food lists as far as what foods you can have. But it is taking a few of the bottom items off the list because the more nutritious foods are always at the top of your list, and then as you work your way down the list, it's kind of the things that have the lesser nutritional value. So some of those items are taken off, and you'll notice that the treat section is also missing from this book. So where you are allowed wine and some of the recipes for like bars and cookies and things like that, that stuff is gone. So be prepared to have no treats and no wine for 21 or drinks for 21 days. So that's going to be challenging in itself. So the second approach is if you really want to see results, so if you have an event coming up or if you're just wanting to test your ability and see how far you can push your body, then you're going to follow the countdown to competition plan. So that's the extra little insert that came with it. So that's this one here. And if you want to see some really great results and just give yourself that extra little push at the end, then you can follow option C, which is to follow the main eating plan for the first main portion of the program, and then for the final 3 days switch over and do the countdown to competition plan. So just to give yourself that little boost at the end. So that's kind of your 3 choices. So you're going to use some different meal planning tools that I'm going to post for you because the amount of containers are a little bit different for the countdown to competition plan. The main calorie charts are going to be the same. So you're still going to use those other meal planners. So for some of you who have done this, you know what I'm talking about. There's some meal planning tools that I'm going to be posting later today to help you keep track of how many containers you've ate and to plan your meals out for each day. But for the countdown to competition plan, because you're a little bit more limited in what you can have, they're going to be different meal planning sheets. So basically figure out your approach, and then you're going to plan your meals, and you're going to go from there. So you can read through and get all the details. So as far as your workouts go, again, these workouts, I've tried a couple of them so far, definitely going to be more intense than the original plan. And as awesome as the original plan workouts are, as far as I'm concerned, I can definitely see where we're going to get some results from these ones. In the original plan, the 3rd week, it gave you the option to double up your workouts. This plan, it doesn't give you the double up calendar because if you're pushing yourself as hard as you can and using the heaviest weights that you can, then that should be enough, and you shouldn't need to push yourself any more than. They actually recommend that you don't do any other training or programs along with this one or double up your workouts because it'll be too taxing on your body and cause joint stress and possibly injury. Now, I personally think, that being said, if you're a runner or you kind of do something outside of this program that's not like weights and plyometrics and things like that, then definitely still incorporate your running into your workouts. Or you might do a Sunday run instead of doing the yoga fix. So that I still think would be okay to add in. But as far as more weight training, I would probably follow their advice and lay off of that. And I think that's pretty much all. I guess I'll talk about the workouts. I'll just talk a little bit about the countdown to competition plan. So the big difference with this one is that you are basically following the type of diet that someone who's preparing for a competition is going to follow. So this is what Autumn does. She's a fitness competitor. So this is the type of plan that she follows to get ready for competition. So it's really strict, it's restrictive, it's going to be tough. And I think I eat pretty well most of the time, and I still think it's going to be tough, but I'm going to go for this one and see how it goes. So what you do is you basically follow the countdown to competition plan for 2 days, and then the regular eating plan for 1 day, and then 2 days the competition, 1 day extreme. So you kind of follow through like that. On your countdown to competition days, basically you get only one yellow, or you get less yellows than you normally would. For me, I get one less yellow. You get no fruit, you get no blues, you get no oranges. So you're increasing your protein, and then you're decreasing your carbs and your sugars and everything else. So yeah, it's going to be tough. In your plan, you're going to notice under each food group that there is some foods that have a plus sign beside it. Those are the foods that they're recommending you stick to if you're doing the countdown to competition plan. You can go off of the list, but those are the foods that are mainly recommended. And then there's also foods that have X's, and those ones are the ones that you are definitely to stay away from. So one of the biggest things for the countdown to competition plan is no dairy. So you're going to see a lot of the foods have X's through them because they are dairy. So that's going to be probably the toughest part for me, because I like my Greek yogurt and peanut butter every night. And I also really like, what's the other thing I really like that I can't have? Feta cheese in my salad every night, pretty much. So that's going to be the two hardest things for me to overcome. There's going to be lots of eggs and lots of chicken, and you can still have your Shakeology in there. I was questioning whether on the extreme eating plan days you could have your dairy, but I think the way I read it is that even on those days, you should still follow the foods that are either have the plus or the X. You just get to increase your containers according to the extreme plan containers. So that's the way I read it. So I hope you guys are as keen as I am to get going on this. And I'm going to have a few different challenges and a few different posts for you guys along the way, because I'm going to expect more from you guys, and I'm going to expect you guys to really buckle down and show everybody how we do this. So let's get ready. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.